Welcome to the KTLA Sunday Edition. I'm Mary Beth McDade.
And I'm Rick Chambers. A preliminary hearing is set to begin tomorrow morning in the Kelly Thomas beating case.
The Orange County DA is expected to ask a judge that the two police officers be put on trial for Thomas's death. The 37-year-old homeless man died after an alleged fight with Fullerton police officers. This would be the first time in Orange County history that an officer faces a hearing on a murder charge that occurred while he was on duty and in a uniform. The Kelly Thomas beating case has rocked the community of Fullerton and garnered nationwide attention.
Yeah, and at the heart of the fight is to keep the story alive. And Thomas's father, Ron, is here with us now on the eve of the preliminary hearing. And we welcome you to the studio. You're going to be in the courtroom, obviously, tomorrow. What are you expecting to see unfold in front of you when you sit there tomorrow?
Tomorrow I expect to see, of course, all the evidence will be laid out, and it's probably going to be over a 3-day period. But more importantly, the city video that has been kept from the public will be shown. And there's an awful lot of technical detail in that video because it's coupled with the officers' voice recorders. So every sound, everything somebody said, it's all there. And
so a lot of those things that we heard Tony Rackauckus say in his original press conference, we're actually going to see what he's talking about as far as the police officers, you know, say I'm going to F you up and raising his fist to your son and your son screaming out. We're going to actually see it and hear it all at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pretty compelling, it sounds like.
It's extremely compelling. I've seen it about 6 times myself now. And
it's going to be hard.
It's extremely tough. I'm glad I did. I found details in there that hadn't quite come out yet. And
really? Like what?
Such as?
Well, there's another officer that did extreme damage to Kelly who isn't charged yet. And the public needs to watch for this. And quite honestly, because I've been told I can talk about it now, that's Joe Wolf. Officer Wolf is not charged, but he did a tremendous amount of damage to Kelly. And all I ask of the public is make your own opinions. It's there. You'll see the video. You'll hear the audio.
Have you talked to Mr. Rackauckus about getting charges against him?
Absolutely. And this is not closed on Wolf. It's still open. So, you know, a lot of things are going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, when we talked earlier, you said there's going to be a couple of points where you're going to have to get up and walk out of the courtroom. You're not going to be able to look at the autopsy stuff. Absolutely.
You know, it just tore me up so bad to see my son take that beating, but to hear him beg and cry for them to stop and then beg for me to come save his life. But yeah, the autopsy photos, not going to watch them. Don't need to. There's no reason for me.
Who are you expecting to take the stand over the course of the next 3 days?
Well, I expect there's different witnesses that were actually there, and you'll see them in the city video. Some as close as what we are right now to what was going on when Ramos was questioning Kelly. One was right there, a couple of them were right there, and then Wolf, they were over by him. You know, so these people will be called up. I know this. And to testify on what they've seen.
You also said that one of the key things is that you want to clear the name of your son. There's been a lot of things said about him and his involvement in all of this, and you want to set the record straight.
I want to set the record straight. I've requested so many times from the city of Fullerton to do this. They're not going to do it. They finally said they would do it after Janaco's first report came out. Well, it came out, clarified that Kelly was not stealing, was not breaking into cars, had no stolen property on him. So basically did nothing wrong, and when the officers arrived, he was sitting at a bus bench. And now they still refuse to clear his name.
And we should say that Mr. Janaco is the special investigator.
Yeah, the special investigator hired by Fullerton to come in. And the city attorney told me that I had the right to discovery. In other words, if I want my answers, I need to file a lawsuit to get them. It's like, oh, please, to clear his name?
Now, in your opinion, what does this case boil down to?
The case boils down to a rogue group of officers that went way, way too far. It was like a feeding frenzy. Once they started beating on my son, and you'll clearly see it, once they started beating on my son, they didn't stop. They kept going, even through his begging for his life. They would tase him again and again. They broke his face apart. You see the pool of blood's going to form. You'll see that on the tape. And he was beat after that and tased after that, and they just would not stop. And it's very interesting, of course, that how are they going to apprehend him from the neck up? They didn't even try to. Another thing I want you to look for is the claim that he was fighting with the police and he put up such a good fight. Kelly didn't throw a single punch. He was, in fact, running for his life. Ramos set this in motion, like the DA said. Kelly was so afraid that when Wolf, you'll see this, came at him with his baton, and actually hit him. When Kelly's hands are up like this, Wolf hit him. And he's running for his life at this point, because now Ramos says, I'm going to F you up. Wolf actually hits him. He's not standing around for this. He's running for his life. Remember, he has a mental disease, schizophrenia. He's being gravely disabled, and they knew that.
Right, they were familiar with your son.
They knew this, yes. And so he's running for his life. They tackle him and just would not let up from there.
Had there ever, though, been a violent altercation between your son where he was aggressive towards the police officers in the past, that maybe they had that on their mind when they were encountering him on that day?
That exact question was asked of the police department, and they came out and said, no, we've never had a problem with Kelly. Never. He has never been violent. And the public all around Fullerton, Placentia, Yorba Linda, it's like, no, he's just a gentle soul. He never caused a problem. And they knew this.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to the possibility of a trial. You told me earlier you're just taking this one step at a time.
One step at a time. That's been my whole campaign, is one step at a time, and it's all about timing. Right now, I just need this to go to trial. That's what I'm hoping for, and then whatever happens after that. Now, there are other things that are going to happen, such as, you know, I want to see what's going to happen with Wolf. I need him charged. I know that the FBI is interested in him. He's not getting away. You know, I will not let up on Wolf.
Well, so tomorrow, everyone's going to see that videotape and hear that sound for the first time.
Yeah, it's really, really horrifying.
Realistically, how much of that can actually be shown to the public? Do you think people will show the whole tape?
Well, the DA will be showing the whole thing. I don't know how much you folks are going to record or other entities may record.
Graphic stuff.
Well, it's graphic stuff. It's graphic stuff. But the photo that I released of my son, in an effort for the world to say, hey, look, this is what they really did to my son. You won't see anything that graphic on the film because of the distance, and then it turns from day into nighttime. You know.
And in the autopsy, do they say exactly, do they pinpoint the exact cause of your son's death?
No. The Orange County coroner did not. He came out with a ruling of death that's inconsistent now with the injuries. We actually have experts in the field getting together with the Orange County coroner to re-examine evidence, blow by blow.
So there's a conflict there in what they say happened and how he died.
And again, it's because I'm not giving up. It's because I'm in this. My attorney, other experts in the field that we brought in are going, no, we don't agree.
Okay.
Now, if I had just sat back and just let the whole process take its course,
wouldn't be here.
Big injustice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron Thomas.
And again, thank you for coming in.
It's my
we'll
pleasure.
Probably
Talk
see
to
you
you again
tomorrow.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.